Hello, fellow time travelers. I am author Eileen Schnabel, author of the Kep Westgard Time Travel to the American Revolution series, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit today about dental care in the Revolutionary War. So, in my first book, One If by Land, Two If by Submarine, Kep and his team are sent to an authentic Revolutionary War reenactment camp. And if you've been at a reenactment camp, you know they do try to live as authentically as possible. So I was just going to push this to the hilt and do some research and find out, well, what did they do about, say, dental care? So they did not have toothbrushes. They did not have toothpaste. They didn't have floss. They did not have mouthwash. They did not have Act Fluoride. And they didn't have this wonderful thing, which I love, which is a water pick. So what did they do? Well, here's the deal. Instead of a toothbrush, they had what they would do is they'd take a stick and they would just fray the end. I tried to fray it as best I can. And then they would scrape their teeth with that. Other times they would take a piece of cloth and just sort of rub the scum off. We've probably all done that if you've been camping and you forgot your toothbrush and you take your t-shirt and just try to get the scum off. Um, in addition, they did not have toothpaste, but they would make tooth powders, often out of either salt or they could use crushed oyster shells. Well, here we get to the tough part of this. As you can imagine, that didn't do a lot for keeping healthy teeth. So what did you do if, as did happen to most people, you got a cavity, you got an abscess, you got an infection? What did you do? Well, at a Revolutionary War camp, there were no dentists. So what you would do, this is actually hard to go. I have a little bit of dental phobia, but we're just going to push through this. You would go either to the barber or, get this, the blacksmith. And they would take pliers and they would just yank your tooth out. And there was no numbing gel, no put you to sleep or anything like that. They would sometimes have a little bit of whiskey or something called clove oil, but otherwise it was sort of grin and bear it. So that is a little bit of a look at dental care in the 1700s. And I hope that if you have a little dental phobia like I do, the one saving grace is when you go to the dentist now, you'll think this is way better than the Revolutionary War. So thanks for letting me share. I will see you again soon.